Hello, welcome to another video. My name is Cecilia Esparza and this is Secret Crochet Corner. On this occasion, I'll show you how to make this cute crochet bookmarker. We'll use mercerized 2-ply cotton yarn in 4 different colors and an appropriate crochet hook. I'll be using a 1.75mm hook, but one a little bit bigger or a little bit smaller is okay too. Chain 4, leave the first chain a bit bigger than the rest. The chains count as your first double crochet. Now work 3 double crochets inside the first chain. Chain 3 and turn. In the first stitch, work 1 double crochet. Then make 2 double crochets in each remaining stitch. Chain 3 and turn. 1 double crochet in the first stitch, and then 1 double crochet in each of the next 6 stitches. In the last stitch, 2 double crochets. Chain 2 and turn. Skip the first stitch. In the next stitch, 1 double crochet. This counts as a decrease. 1 double in the next stitch, and 1 decrease over the next 2. Work another decrease over the next 2 stitches. In the next stitch, 1 double crochet and 1 decrease over the last 2 stitches. Chain 1 and turn. Skip the first stitch and in the next stitch work 1 half double crochet. This counts as your first decrease. Over the next 2 stitches, work 1 half double crochet decrease as shown. And work another half double crochet decrease over the last 2 stitches. Fasten off and cut the yarn, leaving a long tail so you can weave it in easily. Make 1 more strawberry, as you will need 2 for your bookmarker. Now we'll start working with green color. We are going to make a chain around 5 inches longer than the length of the book that we measure. Work your foundation chain and don't fasten off at the end. Now we'll attach the foundation chains to our first strawberry. Insert the hook somewhere on the top right section of the motif. Now insert your hook in the working loop of your foundation chains and pull that loop to the front of the motif. Yarn over the hook and pull a loop. Now insert the hook a bit lower than the place where you last inserted it, towards the center. Something like that, and pull. Now insert it a bit closer to the left side of the motif, also towards the center, and finally on the top left part of the motif, closer to the top, and pull a loop. Yarn over and pull through all loops on the hook. Finally, chain 1. Now we'll start working the leaves. Chain 3. In the second chain from the hook, work 1 slip stitch. In the next chain, 1 single crochet. And in the next chain, 1 slip stitch. That's the first little leaf. Make 3 more leaves in the same way for a total of 4. When you finish the 4th leaf, don't slip stitch it at the bottom. I finished my last leaf. Now insert the hook from back to front through the center of the chain where you were slip stitching all the leaves and pull the loop to the back of the motif. Now chain 1 and slip stitch to the first chain of your foundation chains. Then continue slip stitching 4 more times. Chain 1 and attach the second strawberry motif. Then work the leaves all in the same way as we did with the first motif. Again, when you finish the last part of the leaves, pull the loop to the back of your work and chain 1. Slip stitch to the next chain in the foundation chain part and continue slip stitching all the way over the foundation chains, 1 slip stitch in each chain until you have 4 chains left at the end. If you're enjoying the video and would like to see more like this, please like and subscribe. Thank you. At the end, work 1 single crochet in each of the last 4 chains. You can now fasten off, cut the yarn and weave in the loose ends. This is what it's looking like so far. In the next step, we are going to make the flower. With the yellow yarn, leaving a 10-inch tail, make a magic circle. Work 2 chains. They count as your first half double crochet. And then work 9 half double crochets inside the magic circle for a total of 10 stitches. At the end, you can join with a slip stitch or you can use an invisible join. You can find the link to my video showing how to make the invisible join in the description box below. Now with the white color, we are going to work the petals. Attach the yarn to any stitch. Make 2 chains and 2 double crochets in the same stitch. Chain 1 and work 2 more double crochets in the same stitch. Chain 2 and slip stitch to the same stitch. Then slip stitch to the next stitch and again slip stitch to the next stitch, and here repeat the same petal we worked at the beginning. Continue working in the same way for a total of 5 petals until the end of the round. finished my flower, and with the long yellow tail we left at the beginning, we are going to sew the flower to the single crochet section that we worked at the end of the foundation chains. Once you've attached the flower to the end of the foundation chains, weave in the loose end.